suppose we're going to have to time with SDA now.
Okay, as soon as you gain control.
Oh, it started.
Started. Whoops.
Professional timers.
The timer's like 10 seconds behind what it's supposed to be, but let's try and ignore that. Okay, so this is Ratchet Clank going Commando, and this is the all platinum bolts category. And the goal of this category is to collect all the platinum bolts, and there's 40 of them in the game. So this is our first planet, Aranos. It's not very exciting. This category gets very exciting later on, but for now it's kind of boring. There's not much to do.
You can see him doing like those flips. We call them macaronis.
Yeah, if you jump and then cancel it into a side flip, you get some more speed, and that's what we call a macaroni. So we can go a little bit faster if we know how to do it correctly. Like, you hold forward first, you jump, and then hit side flip, and then you just swivel your controller stick to the correct direction.
Yeah, he will just
Mainly
try
to the right.
kill all the enemies as fast as possible.
Yeah, in this room you just kill all the enemies quickly, and I've only ever killed them optimally once. Ideally you want to kill them with both of the bombs, but usually a couple of them survive. And by usually I mean like 99.9% of the time. And I missed a little cutscene skip there. If you pause at just the right moment, you can skip a cutscene. But I failed to do that, so it's like whatever. And that's the level done. Next up is Uzla, and we're going to see a little skip in this level. Normally you have to run around a little bit, but we can skip that.
Also, so far we will not collect platinum bolts in this planet, because we'll come back to it later.
Yeah, this planet has platinum bolts, but we're not going to get any of them because it's slow to get them. Right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump behind this thing, and I can jump up here, and I can jump up here, and it lets me skip some stuff. It's pretty simple and saves quite a bit of time.
Like 20 seconds? Maybe
Yeah, something
10.
like that. So the weird thing about the Ratchet games is that there are multiple different types of bolts. I mean, Ratchet 1, you collect gold bolts, and this game they upgraded to platinum, and then titanium in the third game. And then once they start making the PS3 games, they're like, oh, let's go back to gold, because we can't think of any, upgrades from titanium. So yeah, that's something. And there's a boss here, and we just jump right past him to skip him. So that's pretty simple. So now we have the dynamo, which is a little gadget we use to activate things.
Yeah, he's gonna do a small skip over here.
Yeah, I'm going to use a macaroni to jump up here and skip needing the dynamo.
First try.
Yeah, first try, which is pretty good. It's not super hard, but sometimes you mess up stupidly.
This music is amazing over here.
Yeah, it's really chill. I really wish you would go in an elevator and then hear this music. Just imagine going to an elevator in real life and listening to this music. So this level's pretty simple, nearly done. Just collecting a few bolts along the way.
Yeah, he's gonna need those bolts later on.
Yeah, bolts are important in this category. You don't really have to grind for them, but you do have to be smart with how you collect them. I got a little bit stuck on those things, which is kind of annoying. Now next up we're going to Wapash Nebula, which is our first shooting mission. We go in a ship and we get to shoot other ships. Now these missions, they're really dumb. Like, you just gotta get so many hard reads to see where these ships can go, and then you gotta shoot them. So this is all about hard reads and knowing where the ships will be.
Also, it's dependent a little bit on luck.
Yeah. Some runners say it's purely skill, but it's not. It's really not. Like, I just hate these levels because you just can't do them consistently, unlike all the other levels. Like, often I just fly around and I can't hit any of them because none of them fly in front of my face, and it's just so frustrating. And we also have to collect this raritanium. And the spawning of the raritanium, as far as we know, is completely random.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. You don't want to die, because if you die, you have to do the whole thing again. And that's not what we want.
So far, these missions are not as bad, but later on they just become
Yeah, this
terrible.
first one is not too bad, but it's still really annoying.
Later on, they give me heart attacks, basically.
Here we just shoot the rest of the ships. These ones are a bit easier to hit, but it's still really random whether you actually hit them or not. Like the hit detection's fine, but you know, shooting them is bad. And oh my goodness, I already have enough Raritanium. 15's perfect.
Nice.
I got 17. That is actually crazy. PS3 any percent runners would crave over that. The reason why is because there's a certain glitch you can do with the Raritanium, which I'm going to be doing later on, which you can't do on PS3.
You can do it, but it's very hard.
Yes, it's very, very hard. And I might as well mention, this is the PlayStation 2 North American Black Label version. We play this version because all the skips work. I mean, the main problem with the PAL versions is that the charge routes move slower, and generally your movement and jumps are a bit different and slower, so that version's not optimal. But it's the second best of this category, because you can still do quite a few of the things in that version. But the greatest hits in the Japanese versions, / Korean versions, are not so good, because they patched one of the things we're going to be seeing later on, the charge routes. They've heavily nerfed them, which ultimately results in a ton of strats not working and movement being a lot slower as a result. And the PS3 version is based on those versions, and that has even more problems. Such as the ship shack glitch, where you use the Raritanium to buy items for less money than they're worth.
By the way, for the people who don't know, the platinum balls are just these little hidden collectibles that you can spend to buy upgrades.
Yeah, they're basically little side tracks. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but they're just little optional collectibles you can use to buy mods for your guns. We're not going to buy any mods, but it's something that exists.
And that's why this is a category, and it changes routes heavily.
Yeah, this category, the first half of it is similar to any percent, but with a few differences, but the second half is just different to every other category in the entire game. So it just gets really crazy once you get the charge boots.
Is this your preferred category in general?
Yeah, this most definitely. Like, the only other category I've bothered to run is NG plus no specials, where you play through the game in the challenge mode, where you have all the weapons, but with you can't use anything in the specials menu. So normal NG plus, you would use a shortcut to skip 2/3 of the game, and in no IMG, you would use like this climbing glitch with the first-person mode. But that category just isn't that fun. This category is definitely my favorite, because not only you get to see the whole of the game, but it's just really fun in general.
We have a $10 donation come in, anonymous donor who says, please save poor NA children. Thank you very much for the $10, and will indeed go towards saving children.
Oh, one more guy. So that's that level done. It's pretty simple. Hard to do fast, but you can't really do much about that. So here we have our first electrolyzer puzzle. We just got the electrolyzer, and we need this to do some puzzles. Basically what you do is you got to wait for these things to go along, and then you just got to flip the switches so that they go through. Pretty simple. You can't really do anything to speed them up. You can skip some of them, but that's about it. There's another one later on in the game. I can't remember what it's called, but we skipped that one, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
The other one is called Hacker. Oh, not Hacker. I forgot.
Yeah, we've both forgotten, so that's not convenient, but it doesn't really matter anyway because we don't need it. We skip it. There's another arena in Joba where you get the second one, as well as the gravity boots, but we're not going to go there. Because, you know, we don't need that stuff.
Spark is gonna break some things to get some balls over here.
Yeah, just making sure I got some bolts. So coming up next is Zendako. This is the planet where we get Clank. And Clank is very helpful.
Yeah, he allows to do some cool movement.
Yeah, he allows us to go a lot faster and make some pretty cool jumps. So we just got to do this puzzle. Not very engaging, and they're mostly pretty much the same, except they move these things. And coming up next is another skip called the crane room skip. Normally you'd have to do another one of those electrolyzed zone use puzzles, and then you have to use the crane in here to move a box. But we can skip that by abusing these enemies. Like, we get on these enemies, we swing our wrench, and we jump up here.
Yeah, it's a little bit finicky.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but once you're good enough at it, you really shouldn't fail it. Although it's really hard to learn if you don't know what you're doing. Like, I had so much trouble learning crane room skip, and now I'm a legend at it, as you could say. So here we have another crane room which we cannot skip, and we're going to collect our first platinum bolt in here. I mean, we have already got one platinum bolt, but the first platinum bolt on this planet has 2.
A lot of new runners forget to collect the platinum bolt over there.
Yeah, including me when I started off running this category. Like, I was one of the originators of this category. It was like me and Zorplox. We were out of this back in 2015, and I found a lot of the fast stuff, but he generally did runs first. And we did runs, then I just completely got ahead of him later on, just due to my better movement and all of my strats, which he just didn't do. And then later on, the Rack Daddy himself, Zem92, started running this category, and I came back, and we pushed it way lower down. Like, my first run of this was like 2:06, and Zorp's first was probably like 3 hours long. And now it's down to a 1:26 currently. Yeah, my current PB is 1:26.
This category has some of the most active optimizations. You can constantly see new strats for this.
Yeah, like, we keep finding new stuff. In fact, there was a new strat I found like 20 minutes before this run, so get hyped for that. Because
And
no
one
one's ever seen it
yesterday
before.
by Nieho.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, but we'll see. There are like at least 3 new strats found in the last 3 days.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying, but stuff happens.
Clank?
So upcoming next is our first Clank section, and Clank is slow. There's only 2 of these that we have to do in the game, but he's slow. We do get to skip one of his sections. We still got to do 2 of them. So we're playing as Clank. He runs slow. You get to jump and punch things and use robots. And that's about it.
If there is a donation, this is the perfect moment for it.
Yeah.
He's gonna break only 3 of those gadget bots free.
Yeah, because you only really need 2, but it's better to get 3. Just in case one of them goes wrong. Yeah, because that guy usually kills 2, and if you only have 2, he can easily kill both of them, and that's not optimal at all.
Also, their AI isn't the best. They can get locked in places.
Yeah, like, if you're very unlucky, the gadget bots will get stuck somewhere, and that's really annoying when that happens, because you have to... Because most of the time you have to die and try again. And a really annoying thing about the quick select is that sometimes you got to hit triangle additional times before you can do it. Like, for example, with these robots, I had to hit triangle once before I can actually use them, when usually you just push it and you can use them. This game's just dumb sometimes. But we put those guys in there, and then we go back to Ratchet. And now we have Clank on our back. Much like the first game, we have 2 packs we can use. And unlike, you know, Ratchet number 1, you get them both at the same time, so that's really cool. The Helipack and the Thruster Pack. The Thruster Pack's pretty useful now. We're not going to use the Helipack too much at the current moment, although much later on we're going to use it a lot more.
Yeah, both of them are useful though.
Yeah, they're both useful. It's not like Ouya, aka Ratchet 3, where you use it for like the first 20 minutes of any percent, then you never use it again. Where you just use the Helipack for the rest of the time. Like, the Thruster Pack has its uses. Like, they just made it more and more useless as the Ratchet games went on. At least in the original trilogy. going to collect another platinum bolt right here.
Yeah, that's the third one.
3 down, 37 more to go. As you can see right now, I have 2 weapons, the Lancer and the Nuke. There are way more weapons you can get in the game, although we only get 2 more.
With this weapon, you can't really skip the animations of upgrading.
No, because the enemies die too fast. Like you can skip them if you change the wrench, but these enemies just die too quickly for you to be able to do that. And if you tried to do it, the game would probably crash.
You can skip the animations of the second weapon that will upgrade though.
Yeah, we can, because we get it at a much more convenient time. Here's our first boss that we actually have to fight because we skipped the first boss. We just keep shooting this dude and not die ourselves.
Yeah, he's pretty easy.
Yeah, he's really easy. You just keep shooting him and jumping. Then you get the ammo and you go in here. Now we get the swing shot and the you know the grind boots, but we don't need those. I'm gonna do this little thing that the community calls swing shot swag, where we do core movement, and I missed it. I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah. It looks really cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm just gonna do the safe. I'm just gonna do something safe here.
Not the safe strats, man.
Very safe indeed. Not what they wanted me to do, but safe anyway. Right, now we're going back to Maktar because we have to go to the jamming array. Normally you need to go to Uzla to collect the tractor beam, but we don't need that just yet. We do get it later, but not now. Because we can just do a little skip to skip all of that.
Okay, so here comes a pretty hard skip.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, but if you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. Like, I find it fairly easy. So first you got a long jump with the thruster pack, then you got to jump with the, then you got to do a long jump with the helipack. I can't get the timing. It's dumb.
It's a CRT, man.
It's not that different.
Okay, that was nice.
Okay, I got it. Third try.
At least you didn't die.
Yeah, at least it didn't die. Like, worst case scenario, I die at least once, but I usually get it first try. Now we're at the jamming array. We're going to go back here to collect a platinum bolt. And of course, since this is all platinum bolts, I of course need it. And what we do here is we spin around some thingies and shoot a few guys.
Yeah, so far these sections aren't that difficult.
Yeah, like this run gets a lot more interesting, a lot more difficult later on. But for now, it's pretty simple. There are some hard things that you can do, but you know, there's not a lot.
Is there by any chance a time for a donation?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, I have a $20 anonymous donation. Great event, all of you. Be proud of yourself. Could you please name the plant Hübschen Grünzeug? Thanks. Well, by that, it will be done.
The ES8.
This part's not very exciting, like I said. You just spin around and shoot things. There is a little thing you can do with these jump pads. If you go underneath the level, you can lose height, which is useful because you won't jump for as long. And we're going to use that to our advantage for this last one as well. And once we've destroyed this generator, we've finished the level. And we're done. Now, normally a bridge would be created, but since we didn't use the tractor beam to do you know, the normal stuff. The bridge doesn't come along, so we got to do a little jump, which is kind of tough. I should be able to get it first try, although I might miss it. Okay, got it. Nice. We just destroy some more stuff. Just go back to our ship, and then we get to go to Barlow. Alright, we're done with that now. We're going to Barlow now.
The first half of this plan is pretty cool, but then the race is...
Yeah. The first half is pretty much exclusive to APB, so it's pretty interesting. So what you do is you go over here, you jump along and climb up here, and then you do some slope intercepts up here. Basically, if you do a high jump after gliding onto a little slope, you can high jump off of it. It saves some time in some areas. It allows us to do some neat little skips. And what I can do here is I can swim all the way around here and get up here. Okay, you made it. If you fail that, you lose a lot of time.
He's gonna try to get himself damaged to death abuse.
Yeah, I'm going to death abuse here. Because it's fast. From what I'm aware, it's faster to death abuse than to get out. And I always get lost when I try and get out, so it's good to, you know, just take damage. Oh, I shouldn't have killed those guys, but I did. Whoops. It's not a big deal, but it's a bit silly. So then I just take some damage. And now I'm going to go to the race. Not quite the movement I was trying to do, but it worked.
Yeah, you can build up some movement by doing those forward momentum side flips.
Yeah, it works basically like macaroniing, but with the thruster pack. You can gain a lot of momentum with the thruster pack. And oh my goodness, I'm perfect on bolts. Like, completely perfect. I never usually have enough bolts at this point, but I do now, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to need 6,000 in the next planet. And right there I just bought the decoy glove, and that's very useful because first off we can clip through things, and second off, once we get the charge routes we can really abuse them. And third off, we can hide them in spots so that enemies don't shoot us.
Now he's gonna try to get that boost. Oh.
And I missed the boost. I'm really bad at getting that boost.
It doesn't really matter because the race is just terribly easy, and if there is a donation, you can...
Yeah, you lose like 2 seconds if you don't get the boost. Or less than 2 seconds. So it's not really a big deal. So in these races, just use your boost wisely, and yeah, that's how it.
Reminder to not miss the platinum bolt.
I won't. I don't get it in the first lap because the enemies are in the way and they'll just hit me and I'll slow down a little bit. So it's a bit more optimal to get them in lap 2 or 3. There you get the platinum bolt right there.
I could never get that platinum bolt as a kid.
Wow. Doesn't seem too hard.
I just didn't ever notice it.
I guess that's also a factor.
Yeah, the developers hide the platinum bolts in some tricky places.
Yeah, like there are some places where you'd never think to look. Now that I've got it in lap 2, I can do lap 3 as quickly as I can.
How can you be so bad at racing like that guy you just passed?
I don't know. But it's not very easy. Somehow. Oh, I should have got that boost.
You'll probably make it though.
I'll lose a little bit of speed because I missed too many boosts, but it's not a big deal. It's just a bit inconvenient. And now we've finished the final lap and we're done with that race. Pretty easy.
Great.
And then that guy comes who's like to say, "Great racing, man." But, you know, cutscenes are slow, so we skip them.
That's some great racing, man. In the meantime, we have a couple of donations. So, firstly, there's an anonymous $5 donation that says, "I wish I could give more, but I already blew my load on the Trevor project earlier this year. Shoutouts to GPM for being my favorite buff boy." And thank you very much for the donation. You know, whatever you can give is more than welcome here. And we also have an anonymous $30 donation. So, thank you very much for that as well.
Yeah, so
This
now
is actually going really well. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the first proper ship mission. The first one was just a tutorial that was added very late into the game, but this is like the first proper ship mission. There are 4 missions to do, although we're not going to do the other 3 until much later on. Well, not much later on, but
a little bit later on.
yeah, we're just going to do like a couple more planets first. Because we need to get some stuff to make the next few missions much faster.
Yeah, we can upgrade the ship later on. We can get a pimped out ride.
Yeah. I quite hate this one especially because it's just so hard to do optimally. Like, you just cannot control it at all. I mean, the PB I had for my current PB, which was a 127 back then, I had a really good Felsen, and it was extremely annoying to run against. Sometimes I'd lose 5 seconds, other times I lost 50, so it was pretty painful running against that.
Most of the time I saw you losing like half a minute.
Yeah, at least. On average, I lost 30 seconds-ish.
So yeah, this fight is just completely random.
Ooh. What was that?
Wait, what is that?
Okay.
I haven't seen that happen before.
The amount of times I've said that sentence throughout my speedrunning career is insane. And this is one of those times that has never happened to me before. Like, I have crashed into the rocks before, but never like that. It literally felt like I clipped through that rock.
You're not even touching it anymore.
Well, that's because I died. These guys especially are really hard to kill. Like, you can hit them with missiles, but you want to be careful with your missiles as well. Oh, where are the last 6? I hate it when I miss them. Okay, they're around me. Ah, that guy just flew right by me. Annoying. And it's super annoying when you can't find the last guy and it takes like 15 seconds to kill him. Like, that happens to me a little bit too much, and it's a little bit annoying. But the death I had made me lose like a minute and a half, maybe. Maybe more.
Now I'm just afraid of you hitting one of the rocks again.
Yep. I don't want to be stuck here for a million years. Like, at least let me mess up the hard stuff and not the really simple stuff.
Simple yet random.
The only thing that's random are these levels. Okay, that wasn't too bad, despite the obvious death. But if I didn't die there, I would have been content with that in a run. So next we're going to Notak, and this is where we're going to need 6,000 bolts to buy the coordinates to Siberius. And we're also going to unlock the ship shack, where we can pimp our ship. And yeah. First we're going to go down here to get a platinum bolt, which you wouldn't do in any percent, because, you know, you don't need the platinum bolt in any percent. So you just shoot these things and just move along and get the bolt. pretty simple stuff. There is a little skip we can do early on. We can do a little clip, but I haven't actually properly done that. And I'm not even sure how fast it is. I just don't do it because it's a little bit weird. And then we just drown. Well, we don't drown, but we get eaten by a fish. It's a nice little death warp.
Oh, he's gonna do a little skippy skip.
Yeah, I'm going to do a pretty significant skip. Usually you would have to get the Ferminator, which you get in Barlow, but we don't need that. So we get this Platinum Bolt, which you'd even get at 80%, and then you do this little straight up here. You'd wall jump up here and go down here. Pretty simple.
Oh, here comes up. Well, that clip was pretty annoying, but Squank found a better way to do it.
Yeah, coming next is our first decoy clip. I just did an SI there to save some time.
Because
So what you do is you clip through here by moving the decoy in a certain spot, and then you just jump through here.
yeah, they
Pretty
just
easy.
push you out of the wall.
The old way we used to use the door, but it was really annoying. So I just found that strat, and that strat is very consistent, so that's what I do. And I really hate that ship, because sometimes it makes your camera do that, and it's annoying. And that ship hits me like 90% of the time after that cutscene.
Here comes some cool movement.
If I don't mess it up, that is. Ooh, nice! That's really hard to get.
It's a small optimization, but it just looks cool.
Yeah. It's pretty hard as well, for most people. And we're going to do another skip here. Usually you have to do some Ferminator stuff and a long puzzle, but we can just clip through here and skip all of that.
Yeah. The collision in Ratchet
Oh, I
games-
got the good cycle. Yes! I don't usually get that cycle. I usually get a much slower cycle, which loses 15 seconds, I want to say. But that's the first time I've gotten that cycle with the new clip. And there's a little clip we can do here with the decoy within the taxi. Like, normally you'd have to take this taxi down, but you can just use the decoy to clip out and get in the ship.
And you also carried some momentum.
Yeah. Upcoming next is the Ship Shack, and this is where we're going to see a wonderful little glitch, which is super hard in the PS3 version, but I'm not playing that version, so it doesn't really matter. What you do is that you can select a weapon you cannot afford, then select something you can afford, and it will let you buy the weapon you cannot afford. Like there, I just bought the nukes. Normally I'd need 60 Raritanium, but because of this little glitch, I don't know what I just bought there. I felt like I bought the right thing, but since I had enough Raritanium, it just went to me. Just got it normally without having to do the Ship Shack glitch. You need at least 15 to get that missile. But you don't really need it, it's just very helpful. So if you have less than 15, you can just get the nukes and the stronger lasers.
The first two missions will be easy, but the last ones... Oh boy.
Yeah, anyone who's played this casually will know that these missions are dumb. And to get the Platinum Bolt, you have to go through all the rings without missing any of them. And that is not hard if you don't know what you're doing. Like, I do know what I'm doing, so I can just boost through the rings without caring the world, but I can still miss them, so I've got to be careful.
Yeah, I'm more stressed about these missions than Squank is when he does them.
Yeah, that's because Tana just hasn't done these a lot, whereas I have. Yeah, I got them at upgraded missiles, I just bought them legit because I had enough Raritanium. Oops, didn't mean to touch the mic. So you just go through all these rings, which is simple if you know what you're doing, but it's harder than it looks.
So scary.
Yeah. Now we get to go to Siberius, where we collect some more Platinum Bolts. And we do the ship missions because we need that Platinum Bolt. And it gives us a lot of bolts as well, which we just need so much. So this is the first time in the run where we're going to buy ammo. In almost every other category in the original trilogy, buying ammo is a sin in almost every place. But in this category, we buy ammo so much. Oh, I got the SI first try, nice.
Shoutouts to the Thruster Pack SI.
Yeah, that SI is easy, but for some reason I've been messing up a lot recently.
Also, I think Zoroplox hated that SI. Or who was it?
Yeah, well, he hated a lot of things in this category.
Can I quickly?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
I have a $10 donation from Zeke himself. Sorry I'm late with my donation this year, but I hope you all had as much fun speedrunning as I had watching. Keep up the great work, everyone. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah. Now he's gonna buy the ammo again.
Yeah, because I need more gravity bomb ammo so I can upgrade it.
It's a convenient place to upgrade it.
Yeah. Just hit these dudes.
And now it's upgraded.
And we get to fight a boss.
This section is very annoying in other categories, but in
Yeah,
this
it can be annoying sometimes. It's more annoying than in other categories, mainly the NG Plus categories. But in this category, dumb things can happen, but in general it's not very annoying. Now upcoming next I'm going to go for the strat which we call the Armin strat, which was found by the Armin HD, known as I am the real Zem92. And of course, shoutouts to Armin. We got to shout him out.
Shoutouts to Armin.
Armin, I hope you're happy that I shouted you out now. But I missed the Armin strats. But what you do is you go up that swing shot and then you do a hyper strike and then you get on top of the truck. But I failed to do that. But still, shoutouts to Armin.
He keeps us all entertained in the Ratchet community.
Yes. He's a pretty entertaining dude.
Oh,
And-
what is this?
Stupid. That's what it is. Wrong weapon. What was that lag?
Yeah, the quick select lag is very heavy in these games because the game needs some time to load some weapons.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. And by kind of annoying, I mean it's pretty annoying.
The bosses so far are very easy.
Yeah, these bosses are very easy. And we don't really do much special to beat them. Coming up next is Tabora. This level is Platinum Bolts as well, although we're not going to get any of them. We're going to come back for them later.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster to go back from later than to get them now.
There are no real tricks so far in this. We just try to get as optimal movement.
Yeah, you just go fast here, nothing special.
We can use the boxes to skip.
Yeah, that's a neat little skip.
Yeah.
And now we found out that our ship has crashed. Well, we knew that already, but now we got to collect some crystals to pay this guy to repair our ship. So we get the coordinates for Dobbo, but since we can't use our ship, we need to collect some crystals.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy's kind of annoying.
But they also gave you crystals, so we...
That's why we kill him. We gotta get the crystals. And sometimes he just flies all the way over there, which is super annoying.
Sometimes the crystals don't even break, and you try to break them like 5 times.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Now I'm just going to have to hope that these guys kill me, which they're failing to do for some reason. Usually I'd get the crystal in a different place, but since the guy went flying to the other side, I just had to get him there.
Oh, yeah.
And upcoming is a pretty hard planet.
Yeah, Joba. This planet used to be super duper annoying because we had a really hard strat that we had to do. Now we have a much easier strat, which we call the Sneepy strats, which was founded by a guy named Sneepy. And, of course, shout outs to my boy Sneepy.
Yeah.
We use the crystals to repair the ship. And we can get more crystals to get more bolts, which we don't really need.
Here comes the Messiah.
Yeah, here comes the annoying skip. The Sneep. But when I'm doing the Sneepy strats, it's much easier. There's another thing you do which requires a thing called a mid-air long jump. It doesn't really require it, but it makes it easier. But with Sneepy strats, we don't have to worry about doing a mid-air long jump. And mid-air long jumps, they're hard, especially since you have to do it out of a thrusted long jump.
Also keep in mind that this is the part of the run where enemies start killing you in like 2 or 1 hit.
Yeah,
Because
gets
you don't
pretty
have-
scary from now on.
Squank doesn't buy any armor, because who needs armor when you can go fast?
Yeah, you don't need armor in this run. Like later on we get the shield, but we don't need armor.
But we get the shield not for protection, but for damage.
Yeah. I mean, it's also useful for protection, but it deals damage as well, which is really helpful.
Oh, you almost got it.
I failed the slingshot swag. So now upcoming is the Giant Clank boss fight with this guy, and this fight is annoying.
Yeah, we need to bully him.
Yeah, you basically bully the boss. You just keep jumping on him and shooting him. But he can run away, which you don't want.
Bully him into submission.
We jump on him because that deals the most damage, and we can just keep doing it again and again. And we can chase him like this.
It looks easy, but he can easily get out of this.
Yeah, he can easily escape. I guess it's like wave shining in Melee. You can do it as much as you like, and it may be free once you know how to do it, but your opponent can still escape. Of course, it depends on the character in that game.
Ooh, this is going fine.
Ooh, I've nearly done, but it's not over until it's over. He can still run away. He can still run away. He didn't run away, and I did it
Nice.
perfectly, pretty much.
Great fight. Most of the time he runs away at least once.
Yeah, sometimes when he's nearly dead, when that's really annoying. And what's even more annoying is that he can collect health. And once I nearly killed him, but he ran away and regained like at least a third of his health, and that was super annoying.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to reload because it takes us back to our ship.
One weird thing about that character, he doesn't have a name. He's kind of a not protagonist, the antagonist of this game, but he just doesn't have one. He doesn't have a name.
There's also these load screens. Sometimes you get free transitions, we call them triple loads, and they're really annoying because they lose like 3.5 to 4 seconds, and you can't do anything about them. They just happen when they happen, and it's just, and it triggers me way more than it triggers other people. It happens a lot more on some planets than others, and Joba is one where it happens to me like 80% of the time. Upcoming next is Joba. This is where we get the charge boots, which are essential to this category, and they are what completely changes the category. And if you thought this was interesting already, the charge boots are going to completely change it, but first we've got to do a boring little race.
Yeah. Before we get to the meat, we need to do the most boring part of this.
Yeah, and this planet's pretty hard as well once you get the charge boots. This is definitely one of the hardest planets in the run. Oh, I got the boost. Can I get both of these boosts and not crash?
Nice.
Yes, I can. Woohoo! That is so hard for me to get, but I did it.
If there are any donations, you can read them out right
Yeah.
now.
So this race is just race around and don't get hit.
You can get 2 boosts over there.
Yeah, you run over the boost so you can go over it twice. Which is pretty easy, and I didn't even know about it for a very long time. It was probably one of the IL runners of this level that told me about it.
Also, there are no platinum bolts in this section. Ooh.
No, let's just shout out random people who we really appreciate. So shoutouts to Blitz Phoenix, shoutouts to Clank Speed, shoutouts to Foas, and shoutouts to everyone in the John Scaffolding fan club. And of course, shoutouts to John Scaffolding himself, Scaff.
Yeah. Don't read the chat. Don't text and drive.
Yeah, that's a meme Zem used to use a lot. Don't text and drive.
Yeah, these sections are very boring and long, so usually streamers try to look at the chat.
And
while
then
doing
you
them.
crash into a wall and die. Just like real life.
Yeah. Also, you can bully some trash racers.
So the moral of the story is that try not to read chat while you're doing these races. Otherwise Ratchet will just hit a wall and you'll lose time. It's not as bad as, you know, but it's still not good.
Yeah, so chat, stop being so interesting. Just donate. It's fine.
Yeah, you can all donate. So cool.
Yeah, it's a great cause. You help children.
Yeah, if you want to save children, feel free to, of course, donate.
You almost crashed over there.
Getting that skill point is really easy, and I got a cutscene skip by accident, so that's pretty cool.
Cool. Oh, you didn't get the
Yeah, I'm going to do a little skip here. Now that we have the charge routes, we could do stuff like this.
And that's not even like 1% of what you can do with charge boots.
Yeah, and that is one, and you can only do that in, you know, the North American Black Label version and the PAL PS2 versions.
Are you gonna do a cool skip?
No.
Oh. So these enemies are very annoying. They can kill you in 2 hits over here.
Yeah, some of them kill you in 3, but others kill you in 2. Okay, I killed those guys just fine, which is really good.
Get the checkpoint, Swag, please.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to hit the checkpoint. But now I'm going to do something called elevator skip. Normally you'd have to do this dynamo elevator and it takes over a minute and it's slow, but we can skip that with this really hard skip, which I found not too long ago.
Yeah, it's probably one of the hardest skips in this category right now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
most definitely.
You got the hardest part.
Okay, I got the hardest part. But I can still mess any of this up. Even though this part is not hard.
Oh,
Oh no, that's bad. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world.
you can back it up.
Yeah, I'm doing a very slow backup, but it still works. Okay, got it that time.
That's not the end though.
No, that's not the end. We've got this last bit. If I fail this, and I'll die, and I'll go back to the beginning of the level. Although it doesn't seem like I'm going to be doing that.
Okay, this is the easiest part.
Yeah, you just charge up that
Nice.
mushroom. Yes, I completely nailed it.
Almost. You had to do backup, but this was very good execution anyway.
Yeah, I did have to do a backup, but I didn't die, so that's pretty good. And then we just reload to go back to the ship.
Yeah, this was...
Earlier, what were you guys doing with the pause menu while you were doing the jumps?
When exactly was
He
that?
switched to the thruster pack to do a higher double jump over there.
Okay, so changing between different packs. Is that?
Yeah, that's what happens when we go in the pause menu usually. We just change what pack we're using. And unlike Ouya, where we just use the Hella pack, we do use the thrust pack sometimes.
Now he's gonna backtrack to the other levels to get the platinum bolts that he left out.
Yeah, first I'm going back to Oozler to get the platinum bolts in that level and the tractor beam, which we're going to need in a couple of the later planets.
The charge would make this category much, much faster.
Yeah, like before it was, you know, but now it's quite exciting. Hopefully.
Oh,
And now I'm doing really dumb strats, which was just my fault for trying to do something risky.
that jump is pretty finicky. It looks easy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do a fast version of it. There's a much easier way I can do it, but that's slow. And I drowned again. Like, I'll just do the easy way now.
Okay. Now he switched again to the thruster pack.
Yeah. Because it not only makes our double jumps faster, but they're also a lot smoother and you go higher, so they're very useful. Just doing another little neat thing with the charge boots.
Yeah. You can extend, you can do side flips out of the decoy when you're midair.
Yeah, that is one thing this game has which Ratchet 3 doesn't.
You can also do log jumps. Now he's gonna diff abuse again.
Yeah, I jumped twice by accident, and I'm going to buy ammo. I shouldn't need it, but because I'm doing a new strat, I just want to make sure I'm 100% safe. Now I'm going to Bore again.
Oh yeah.
Now, just over an hour ago, it was in literally like 20 minutes before I started this run, I found a new strat.
A new route for this level.
Yeah, new route.
So he's gonna do a thing called glove proxy.
Yeah. This is something... What we're going to do is we're going to climb up here, and we're
Yeah.
going to get in here.
Up some slopes you can just abuse the slope and with momentum get up there.
And now I'm going to drive to where the platinum bolt is, which is normally here. No. I lost the platinum bolt. For some reason. Even though I thought I knew where it was. Okay, it's here. So we
Yeah.
get the platinum bolt.
Just skip the animation of picking it up if you're in the car.
And then we can just drive back. The route I did was different, so maybe this isn't as fast as I thought it would be, but I still definitely think it's faster.
Yeah. Maybe like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Now here is a cool neat
Yeah, I'm
little
going to do
jump.
some more skips. Just going to clip in here to get the platinum bolt. So you kind of saw a sloppy version of the new strat that I came up with.
Also, this part isn't solid, so we can just go out of bounds easily.
Yeah.
Great job, Insomniac Games.
Yeah, it's crazy how stuff like that was looked over. And now I'm just going to charge down here and get this bolt. Normally you'd have to collect a glider pack and you'd fly around to get there, but thanks to the power of glitches and charging, you can just get in here. Easy.
Easily.
Now we're going back to Lobo.
This planet also has some cool out of bounds
Yeah.
once we come back.
So what we're going to do some charging and jumping and all that sort of fun stuff. We're going to shoot these dudes. And we're going to clip through here. And then we're going to charge through the wall and we're going to long jump.
So this part is invisible, so
Yeah, and I messed up what I wanted to do as well, so that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, but it loses only like 10 seconds maybe.
At the most, I'd say. It doesn't seem like it will lose that much, but messing that up does lose time. Because ideally you don't want to get up there. Like, normally you want to get up there and not have to do that second high jump I did.
Also, that bolt would also be collected with a glider, but we just skipped to that part of the level because we know where it is.
Yep. The crazy thing about this run is often I forget what I'm doing and it skips such big sections of the game. It's been so long since I've properly played this casually. Like, I just forget what you're supposed to do casually, and just see what I'm doing is kind of casual.
Also, this is one of the parts where you need bolts.
Yeah, but I had enough bolts, so it's all good. I'm just gonna buy more ammo.
Yeah, we use a lot of ammo in this run.
Now we're going to do another one, the ship levels, Frugis. This level is dumb. Because you can't kill the guys consistently with one nuke. Like, you gotta angle it correctly.
Yeah, this level is very annoying.
So you shoot the nuke here, and I killed 4, that's good enough.
Yeah, it's what you would usually take in a run.
Yeah, ideally you want 5, but 4's the average, so it's fine. And you can kill them, all 6 of them, but that just never happens.
But wait, there is more.
Yes, there is more. I killed 19 of these guys, which is kind of annoying, but I want to kill 20 of them, but it's not a big deal. Like, 19's fine. It's when I kill, like, 15 when I get really triggered. I just get so mad when I don't kill enough of them.
Yeah. These missions so far are still not as bad as the next one, though.
That's only because you're bad, Tana. At least you can do the next one consistently. So in this mission, just shoot these guys, and the missiles kill them one hit. Well, the upgraders one to do at least. And then we have mission 4, another ring mission. Don't miss any of the rings.
Yeah, the upgrades, as you might have seen, just make these missions much, much faster.
Yeah, the nuke just completely cuts out all the time from these missions. Whoa, I just lost control. But it's okay, I'm not dead yet.
Well, you wouldn't be dead, but you just have to reset the level.
Yeah,
You miss one of the rings, and then you can't get the platinum bolt.
yeah, it's dumb. And sometimes you'll crash, so that's another thing you gotta look out for. Don't crash into walls. I mean, this isn't Dark Souls, you shouldn't be crashing into the walls.
The worst part in these missions is where there is a sharp turn, and I just don't know where the ring spawned.
Yeah, some of the rings just spawn in really dumb places and it's annoying. Especially in the next one that's coming out, but we're not going there just yet. Up next is Tadano. Now, Tadano is a pretty interesting planet. It's got a lot of cool stuff, but it is pretty difficult as well.
Up first, he's gonna do a really cool not long jump, but side flip.
Yep, there is a fast way to that, but, you know, I suck, so I do that.
Now he's gonna go out of bounds.
Yeah, and I'm going to collect a bolt in here. Normally you have to wait for this Mr. Fizz widget robot, and that takes forever, but you can just do that to just completely skip that. And then we could just clip back out like this.
Yeah. The decoys completely destroy this game.
Yeah, and the decoys work in all versions, although it's harder to clip in some versions than others.
Now here we can climb up these rocks.
Yeah, now we're going to climb up these rocks to skip an electrolyzer and get to the area that I want to go to faster. So we just jump through here and we get this.
This gadget is gonna be useful. Well, not a gadget, but a weapon will be useful later on.
Yeah, the Sheepinator is the second weapon we get. And the third one, I guess, is technically the shield. But I'm going to do a skip. I'm going to try and go for a skip here. So first you clip into here. You need the spider bot glove usually, but you can skip that. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get this bolt without clipping back inside. But I clip back inside, so that sucks.
Yeah, that loses some time.
Yeah,
Does a lot.
but it is a thing that happens, and then you got to clip out. which takes time.
Optimization missed.
And sometimes clipping is stupid. Like, the game doesn't always clip. Like, you think it's gonna clip, but it doesn't. It's just dumb. I'm just gonna do this Nah, I'm not gonna do it the slow way. I'm just gonna keep trying until I clip.
You'll get it.
There we go.
Yeah, see?
That took too long. I normally get that first try, but not today.
Okay.
Just gonna buy ammo for safety. I could buy it later, but I'm gonna buy it now because I just want to.
So here comes another jump.
Yeah, for some reason this water's solid, so we can just stand on it and clip through this wall. And it skips some and it skips some tractor beam stuff.
Ratchet is just like Jesus, man.
Yeah, and we just get to use the tractor beam here. Oh, I got stuck. It's not the end of the world, though. Oh, I'm going to move this a tiny bit because it's just too close to the wall.
The hitboxes on those things are pretty huge.
And I'm going to throw a decoy in a specific spot so this guy can't shoot me. Because he kills you in one hit, and ideally you want to drown to die, but if he shoots you while you're drowning, the game just crashes. And it's really bad, especially for me, since I'm not playing on an NTSC PS2.
Yeah, he would have to do all the swap magic thing again.
Yeah.
Why would you kill that squirrel? He did nothing wrong.
Why can't I kill Squirtle?
He did nothing wrong. You just killed him for no reason.
But he might have stopped me from teleporting.
Okay.
All I can say is just make sure you're... Just don't be like me and let your Squirtle evolve into Blastoise.
Okay, this is...
Or Blastoise, whatever.
These crates give you a lot of money.
Yeah, that's why we get them. And we do actually need that money, so we gotta get it. Like, the shield is very expensive. But that's probably the last time in the run where we forcefully get bolts. Like, the rest of the bolts just come to us.
We do the ship missions, right?
Yeah, that just gives us bolts. Like, we don't forcefully just go out of our way to collect bolts. So we clip through here, and then we just long jump through here, and that skips a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
You would never understand how much it skips unless you've actually played this casually.
But we only go here for the bolt, because we can skip everything almost at the beginning. Here comes a pretty difficult skip, especially if you want to get the bolt, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, and I do want to get the bolt.
Okay, he
Okay, I
got it.
nailed it. The way I do that is very different to pretty much every other runner, but that's how I do it.
Yeah, a lot of the time you can just clip in, but you get the cutscene, and that would make you go back later on to this planet for that bolt.
Yeah, and you can't do that clip in the PS3 version, so from my knowledge, you pretty much have to go to Bolden twice. And since PS3 hacked so much of the charge boot stuff, the planet as a whole would be a lot slower. Okay, we get to play as Clank again. Yay. There are 2 Clank sections in this level, although we get to skip a second section. And we also get to skip Ratchet's second section. So I guess we can call it Ratchet Clank 2 skip. Although most people just call it Clank 2 skip. Even though it also skips Ratchet 2 sections.
If you have a dono, you can read it out right now, because this section is pretty boring.
Alright, hello, it's me and Rydog here, Joshimus and Rydog, taking over. We don't actually have any donations at the moment, but we do have the bid war to name things in Pokemon. Loads of different ones, if it ever loads. So yeah, if you want to name anything for the final run of the marathon, donate for your favourite name.
And just a quick reminder that I killed Squirtle and Tana wasn't happy about that.
It was a squirrel, not a Squirtle.
Well, it's a Squirtle now. I guess those robot chickens are Pikachus. They're blue Pikachus. Like, this game is pretty much turned into Pokemon now.
Oh yeah, you can kill those enemies with Clank, which I didn't know when I was playing this casually.
Yeah, me neither. But now that we are done with Clank, we get to the Ratchet section. And we can die, and we will die in one hit if we're not careful, so we gotta be careful.
Yeah, this is a very scary section. Also, the checkpoints are very stingy in this.
Yeah, I'm stingy, and it's mine. Ever. But now is not the time to show off Lazy Town.
Okay, this was a cool jump.
Yeah, that's a neat little thing you can do.
Now here comes up one of the skips. I didn't know about this skip for a long time.
Yeah, it was found back in July of 2016 by Insomniac Nintendo. And it's a pretty crazy skip. It saves over 2 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have to do those boring Clank sections anymore.
Nope, you just get to skip it. You start off by clipping through here. And then we go up here. And then we have to do a wrench SI. Like, we can also SI with the wrench, which you've seen before, but I never actually mentioned it. And that's the skip done. That skip is super hard to learn. Like, I'm pretty good at it, so I don't usually mess it up, but I mess it up a few times.
Also here comes up a new SI.
Yeah, found by Spider Shark.
It's just silly.
Yeah. He does whatever Spider Shark can. I'm just so good at things. Really stupid and unfunny things.
Ooh, nice long jump there.
I completely nailed that long jump, which I never usually do. I usually get a really terrible angle. And this thing that Spider Shark was found like only a few days ago. I only started practicing it once I got to this venue today, which was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Less than 3 hours.
It's not hard, but it's kinda inconsistent.
Yeah, and I've not practiced it a ton.
Ooh, that is nice.
I nailed it first
That
try.
deserves clapping.
Okay, where's the button? Okay, the button's here.
Getting that first try is just so difficult.
Yeah, especially since I'm not too consistent at it.
I think that would be a gold split, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Took me a really long time to center the camera, but that should be gold. If I had my splits. Which, of course, I don't.
Yeah. The nuke damages all the enemies a little bit in this section.
Yeah, the missile upgrade, like all the upgrades you bought are super useful in this level, especially.
The next section, we use it for getting bolts. The next mission.
We just get bolts in every mission, so there's nothing special.
But we used to
Come on.
do it
Why
in
did I miss them all?
100% for some extra. Now this is very hard to get in one cycle.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've ever gotten one cycle before. I probably have, but it's
Just-
been so long that it doesn't really matter.
You just need to kill this one thick ship.
Yeah. And you also got to pray for RNG if you want to kill it really fast. Because if you get new camo, you can kill it much faster. And potentially get one cycle, but getting new camo is very rare. I don't know all of the specifics of how that works and like all the data, but it's something that happens.
And here comes everybody's favorite, Superman 64.
Yep. This was definitely the most annoying one casually because there's one ring in particular you just don't know where it is. Like, it makes you think, oh, the ring is this way, but no, it's not. It's that way, and it's just annoying. Like, I do know this, and I'm not going to miss it. Well, at least I'm not going to miss it by going the wrong way, but it's an annoying ring, and it comes near the end of the level.
In one run I had to reset this mission like 5 times because of that ring.
Yeah, so did Mr. Jarnot, man, who was also ran this. Oh my goodness, where did I miss a ring? That's not the ring that I was talking about, but I missed a ring somewhere. Okay, I'm not going to miss the ring again. Wherever it was. And I didn't, so that's good. Like, some of these rings really deceive you. And it's annoying.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh yeah, shout out to Mr. Jarnot, man. He's a pretty cool dude.
The founder of Team Crumpets.
Yep. Oh no, we've advertised that to everyone, including the Chillis boys!
Finally, the ring missions have ended.
Yes, no more ships. It's just platforming from now on, and bosses.
Oh yeah, now we're gonna have the boss skip.
Yep.
This planet is infamous for having the worst boss battle possibly in the whole series.
Yep.
But we just skip it.
Yep. Whoops. And we just do some jumps here to go over here early. And we skip a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the buildings just suddenly load in the background.
Yeah, because we're not supposed to get here at this time.
The game is like, oh, you're already here. Oh,
Brilliant, I missed that. Like, for some reason I always miss that jump. But to make sure I don't miss it again, I'm going to put the thruster pack on. So now we buy the shield, because it not only helps this boss, but it helps for the final boss as well. Oh, and I should probably buy new camo as well, because that's important. So casually you have to go through a really annoying gauntlet, but joke's on you, game. I'm smarter than that. I don't know why that clip missed. And the enemies didn't shoot that down. Nice. Now, as Tana was saying, this boss is terrible. Everyone who's played this game this far will know how terrible this boss is. Because normally you have to get in turrets and shoot him, and it takes a bajillion years, and it's just super annoying. But luckily in the speedrun, we can just clip through there, we can get out the sheepinator, we can sheep him for like a minute, and then he dies.
yeah, also the shield does additional damage, so it makes it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. This skip is not as long as the other skip we will do, though, including this weapon. But yeah, thanks God this skip exists, because doing this boss casually, it takes like... It took me 20 minutes. or
Yeah, I remember it
something
took
like
me a
that.
really long time. Like, I was playing this game for ages that night, and then, like, it was really late at night, and I reached the boss, and then I just stopped. When I first played this,
What
like, 2.5 years ago.
thinking?
Yeah, what were they thinking? Okay, I do not have as many decoys as I would like, but we're gonna go Smolg, and this stuff has some cool skips. Not to be confused with Smaug from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. But this is Smolg. It's completely different. It's not a drag. It's this airbase place.
It has some cool tricks.
Yeah, this stuff has some really cool tricks. It can be really easy to mess up, but it's also really cool.
So first he's gonna get the swing shot glide.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit this checkpoint so I can die and reset some cycles. Which is going to be important for this next skip.
He's abusing a little bit of that momentum.
Yeah.
However, it's not really that important because you need to make it on the cycle anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really save any time, it just looks cool.
This platinum bolt is really annoying because if you glide a little bit under the platform and you lose a little bit of height, you will not make it.
Yeah, and that is the intentional way to get that bolt. Like, they barely gave you enough height to get that bolt. I don't usually miss it, but it can happen.
Now Squank is just gonna abuse a little bit of decoration because, hey,
Yeah.
this is solid.
And now I can just abuse these trains for what we call the train skip.
It looks really cool. And it's really...
Yeah,
it blew my mind when the Squank first did this.
yeah, it saves a lot of time. Like, when I first rounded this game, I was on PAL and I had a turbo controller, and I would just use these things called double charges, which is basically where you can do a full speed charge in the air. And it's pretty much kind of TAS only, unless you're, like, super duper good. But I originally did that, and then I found out, ooh, I can't do that. It's banned to use turbo controllers, so, you know, I had to not use the turbo controller, and then I just found that route. And then shortly after I played NTC, because when I first ran this game, I played PAL, and I still got world record back then. And the main reason I played PAL was because I just couldn't do Bolden back then.
Also, this guy requires you to have like 40,000 bolts, which is a lot.
Yeah, but we have enough bolts.
Even
Thanks.
casually, that's a lot.
Yeah, mainly thanks to Bolden. But now we're going to do this place completely messed up. And usually the music would change, but sometimes it doesn't for some reason. I don't know why, but it just happens.
Yeah. Even casually, the music triggers are pretty weird.
Yeah. Mainly in this level.
In most Ratchet games, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now a curved long jump.
Now here's a pretty scary bit. If I fail this, I may fall down to the very bottom of the level and I'll have to die. So I just got to not mess this up. Okay, I didn't mess it up. Whew. Just don't fail this bit. I mean, this bit's easy, but it can still go wrong. Okay, it didn't go wrong. Nice. And the music's still playing, even though it shouldn't be.
It usually is just silent in this section.
Yeah.
It's as if the disc was broken or something.
Yeah, it's weird. Ow. That was wrong. Didn't mean to bonk there.
What's poppin'?
We've just been joined by the Rixer himself. Alright, next up is Namacel, which is a really cool planet which we don't normally get to go to. It goes really quickly because we just do a ton of game-breaking stuff to just skip it completely.
We don't get anything except for the platinum bolts in this level.
Yeah, we only go here for the platinum bolts. And there's 3 or 2. I think it's just 2. Yeah, it's 2. First we jump up here. And we can go up here. Charge off this little thing and then use the grind rail to just get another boost. And that saves a whole bunch of time.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was quite smooth. And normally for this, you're supposed to get... Normally in order to get in here, you need this gadget. I can't remember its name, but it lets you control these robots and you collect the 3 pieces in Smolg, Damacell, and Grelbin. But you can just, you know, clip through there just by shooting a weapon and then just hyper striking through there. It's pretty broken. And I got that bolt nice and smoothly, so that's really good.
That clip looks really cool, the one for the Platinum Bolt.
Yeah, and it's really easy as well. Much easier than clipping through it normally with decoys. I'm just going to buy some ammo because I kind of need it.
It's really cool how you get over there, but you don't get the gadget.
Yeah. It plays a little Jack and Daxter-esque cutscene if you get it, but, you know, that's slow, so we don't watch it. We don't get the thing. So now we're going to Grelbin. Grelbin's a pretty neat planet. It's very different to all the other categories because you have to go into a lot more places to collect 3 platinum bolts. So we start off by clipping through here. Then we just jump through the wall, easy peasy.
That clip is a little bit finicky.
Yeah. Then we can just clip through here. And then we go through here. Now, casually, you have to do a lot. In fact, I'm doing the level backwards to get this. You have to do a ton of stuff casually, which I'm just not doing.
The glider thing. And
yeah, you need the glider from Deborah. You need to collect a whole bunch of crystals to move a rock and do some stuff. I think you need at least 20 or 30.
But here you just used 2 decoys.
Yeah, saves money, time, and just a lot of stuff.
Ooh. You almost died there.
Almost.
If you get into that water, you get frozen and die.
Yeah, that kills you instantly if you fall in there.
He's gonna charge through, collect the bolt.
That was a slow charge, but whatever. Not always about going fast.
Here comes one of the cooler glitches in this run.
Yeah, once again I'm doing this level 100% backwards.
Yeah, by the way, with that glove proxy he did over there, he skipped a lot of stuff. It's just a simple skip you do with a jump.
Yeah, you would need the...
Hypnomatic.
You would normally need that.
And that was Grelbin.
Yep. Now we're going to go to Yedel, and I'm going to make sure that I've got 38 out of 40 platinum bolts. Because if I don't, this won't be an all platinum bolts run.
It would be almost all platinum bolts run.
Yeah, I'll be insert arbitrary number platinum bolts. And I have enough bombs, so that's good. Yep, got 38, that's good. Now here comes our final planet, Yedel. Yedel is pretty tough. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. But hopefully nothing will go wrong. But, you know, anything can happen.
Yeah, this plan is much easier in all platinum bolts than N%.
But it's also harder than it is in, say, no specials.
Yeah.
So we just jump on here, we charge down here, and then we get our thruster pack out and the nuke. Whoa, what was that? That was dumb. Then we just climb up here.
Yeah, he does the wrench's eyes. Up some steep surfaces you can make the game think that Ratchet is standing on the ground.
Yeah, by wrench swinging. Or crouching and then high jumping.
Was that the first wrench's eye in this run?
No, the first one was probably in Joba, but I can't remember.
Oh. Here comes another glove proxy. Kinda.
Yeah, we just go up here and we just skip to the end level. And we only have to collect one more platinum bolt.
This clip is weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but in the NTC version, it's easy. It was super hard for me when I ran PAL, but I don't run PAL anymore, so it's not a problem. And yeah, clipping is hard in the PAL version. I don't know why, it just is. It just feels so much more precise and weird.
Also, it's cool that you use the tractor beam on the last level.
Yeah, that's the second time we use it in this run.
Yo, that was the last Platinum Vault.
Yeah, we've got 40 out of 40 now.
Now he's gonna do a cool jump over here.
Yeah, which
And
I
that
could have
was the
easily
end of
messed
this
up,
level.
but, you know, I didn't.
A really good round.
Now we have the final boss. So first I go here and shoot this thing. Now I've got to wait for him to open his mouth. Which he can either do on his second jump or third jump. I don't know what determines that. But now I just got to shoot him for a while. I got to try not take too much health off of him. Because if I do that, things will go very wrong and I'll have to die. And then I just hold down this circle button until he dies.
This is actually a really good fight. Usually you take a lot of time to shoot the shipinator in the right place.
Yeah, and when we do this, everyone in the chat guesses the time. So feel free to guess what the final time this run is going to be.
If there are any donations, you can read them out right now, because this is gonna take long.
Yeah, there's like just under 2 minutes left.
Alright then, we have $3 from Ogiyino, I can't pronounce that, who says, I come back from the toilet and all of a sudden, Mr. Digimon Master and Acid arrived. Good luck, Squank. And we have $10 from Unhero, who says, hello everyone, always happy to see speedrunning any day. May your splits be golden and out of bounds forever boundless. So yeah, thanks for those donations. We're almost at $100,000.
Don't stop holding the circle button.
I'll try not to. If you let go of the circle button, you have to do this all over again.
Also, if you crouch, you can have us to do this all over again.
Yeah, and there's a little funny thing you can do. You can see inside him now. So if you ever want to see what the inside of the Protopet looks like, that's what it looks like.
I think it's gonna be 128.12.
You're way off, man. My estimate is 128.31. And of course the timer started really late for some reason, so that's not 100% accurate, but...
Oh yeah, I missed it anyway.
Okay, time's coming up very soon. And time!
That was a really great run.
Yeah, that was really good. Like, that was only like just under 2.5 minutes by my PV. With normal timing, that'd be somewhere in the 128.40s. But I'm really happy with that run.
Yeah,
Like, it was actually really good. I'm very happy about what happened.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you can get like a 123 in this category, but you know, I think I did pretty well considering the circumstances.
I'm just sorry we couldn't get
Then, you know, there's just a cutscene and a whole bunch of stuff happens. And Quark gets his testicles swapped over at the very end, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm done with this run, so that's me done. So shout outs to everyone, including my boys Armin and Sneep. They will get very mad if I don't shout them out. And of course, Foas and Scaff and the entire John Scaffolding fan club. Shout outs to all of you guys. And yeah, I'm pretty much done now. So that was pretty fun.
And that should cure the other protopets.
Alright, thanks Super Squank for Ratchet & Clank going Commando. Up next, we have Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. New game plus any percent between Ricky and Tana Winner. God, I'm so terrible at names. So yeah, get your donations in. We're almost at $100,000 for charity. But yeah, we're just going to run some Twitch ads and we'll be back in a bit.
So get those Twitch Prime subs in if you don't want to see those ads.
music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Shoutouts to Eking Sen for subbing with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. All right, welcome back from that short break. The runners are just getting set up currently. And for $10, Josh will put the watermelons in his shirt.
What? Can't just sign up me for that sort of thing. In the meantime, we have $50 from Nevi, who have no comment. So thanks a lot for that. We are, like I keep saying, we're really close to $100,000, which would be an amazing goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be great to hit that goal by the end of the marathon.
So yeah, we're obviously coming to the end of the marathon now. Got a few runs left. But if you have missed any of the runs, there is a YouTube channel, Euro Speedrunner Assembly. And then all of the runs that we've done here will be uploaded to there kind of slowly because they're doing it in super high quality apparently. So over the coming few days, weeks, whatever, every single run from the marathon will be uploaded in pristine quality on the YouTube channel.
So the runs won't be uploaded in 9-hour segments with a full-on hosting session first, then run.
No. Thankfully, we have we've set up so the run starts at the start of the video, and then you have the hosting at the end of the video. It's like the opposite of what other marathons do.
Yeah, you won't see a VOD for an hour and a half for 12 minutes of Tetris.
I am not associated with him. All right. All right, we've got a couple goals left. The two goals we have left are actually for the second stream at the moment. We have they're both Final Fantasy 13. We've got Beat Mission 64. I'm not sure what that means, but I know it's like a super hard mission at the end of the game. And then we also have Defeat Long GUI, which is another goal. They're both set to $200, and they're both around $50. So if any of you are interested in Final Fantasy 13, then you can donate towards those goals. Oh yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah,
look at that. Shout out to Elgato for the stream deck.
Yeah. Alright, we got a few bid walls left. So you have the file name for Majura's Mask. Currently winning with $134 is Batman. Looking through the list, I don't see anything better than Batman. So
if you donate something funnier than that, $134 is currently what that's at.
And then you got all the names for Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, all the various ones.
Currently, Robin is winning on naming a bird.
Yeah, naming bird, and then naming Mudkip. You got Boomer, whatever that is.
111.
Yep. Trainer name.
You know, this one's really close.
Yeah, it's between Supper Player and Riona, I think. It's
difference
like
of
$20 give or take.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so there's got a lot of close bid wars happening. But yeah, we haven't got too many runs of the marathon left. So yeah, if you missed anything, go check out the YouTube channel. But yeah, tech is just getting set up for Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal new game plus any % race.
And I'm excited for this one. How about you, Josh?
Yeah. Who was that? Yeah, Ricky, yeah! You can see my excitement, yeah.
And the most pristine Majora's Mask category, glitchless. Yeah. I'll be watching closely if there's any glitches that I notice.
I'm sure there's a list somewhere, alright? It's not every glitchless. And some things are like, you know, abusive mechanics, not a glitch.
Well, that's debatable.
And then, yeah, and then finalizing the marathon, we got Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire by Epic Dude Guy. So yeah, me and Rydog will be here for a few hours. We'll probably leave like midway through Majora's Mask or something like that.
Yeah, and then Morale and Lador take over for the last hosting shift.
If you got any dank memes, let Rydog know about it in the chat. Sure
What? Any dank memes?
Them.
Let's check them out.
Have a look. See any?
Thick with 3 C's. I see that one.
Please. Please.
The chat's right here, Josh. I don't have to look at your phone.
Okay.
You have the chat on yours too. You just gotta get to it.
I like my phone.
Yeah, for $20 we'll rename the plant, and Josh will give it a little spritz. And for $10 the melons go in his shirt. So make sure you get those donations in. Ain't that right, Josh?
What melons? No, shut up. Don't listen to him.
Shoutouts to Twitch for providing the platform, and just a reminder to everyone that if you subscribe, if you have an Amazon Prime account and you connect it with your Twitch, you get Twitch Prime, then you get 1 free sub a month that you can use on this channel only. So, Josh, once true 100%.
My highest priority as soon as I get home, I assure you, right?
I thought getting world record was the highest priority when you get home.
That's second highest.
Well,
I don't need my full effort for that, you know. But yeah, how's your event been, Rydog? Got any funny stories? I'm sure you have loads.
Yeah, a lot of drinking stories that probably shouldn't be said on stream.
That's true, probably true, yeah.
But yeah, first couple days, you know, PewDiePie world record, no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on RTC next week, right, Josh? Wednesday.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. I have it off, so I'll wake up early this time.
I think we actually have another guest lined up.
Reschedule. You'll have to reschedule him.
I'm checking. Yeah, shout outs to Real Time Chatting Podcast.
Twitch.tv/Realtime Chatting Podcast. It's on a new channel now.
No, 2nd of August. First rebranding episode. You like rebranding, right?
Yeah, so I'm on it then, yeah?
Yeah, alright.
You heard it here
Let us
first.
know.
I'm letting you know right now. I'll be there. I land on Tuesday or something. I'll be there.
Good, good.
You want to put a video on?
Could do, yeah. Pick
Alright.
one. Pick one. What
Which one?
Okay, ooh, some options.
This one's, yeah.
I haven't actually watched all of these, so...
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm a good God here. This isn't it.
A community like Alpaw, it's a tough place to live.
I don't want to get emotional. Becoming a young mother was hard, but I don't regret it. I do the best I can for my kids.
When we first arrived in Alpaw, there were students who were crying constantly. They were unruly in the classroom. They didn't have language skills. They couldn't walk in a straight line. I kept looking at the preschool and saying, boy, this could really do more. If 80% of cognitive development happens from 0 to 3, that's where we need to be. Save the Children came along, and boy, has it made a difference.
The Early Steps program, it allows us to get in at a very early age, start building skill and knowledge of the parents so that when they enter our school system, they're where other kids are at in other areas.
The difference is profound. They're reading, they're writing their names. They have a voice and they can stand up and have opinions. All those students being able to read That had never happened before.
I didn't have anybody to read to me, to teach me my numbers, my letters, and I can do that for my children.
If we're going to break the cycle of poverty, we've got to invest in early education. That cycle will end, and once it ends with one family, it's permanent.
And we're back.
Wanna read that one?
Save it. It's for the runner, dude.
Alright, okay.
God, don't you proofread these? Ever?
Reading's not my strong point, alright? I just wing it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Alright, so, you got any memes in there, Josh, on that phone? Any memes in the chat?
I'm not as good at spawning them as you are.
Well, you just gotta enable them a little bit.
Please, no. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, sounds like we're ready to go here. Maybe not ready to go. What's your favorite emote, Josh? Twitch emote.
Allowed to say mine?
No, because it has to be something chat can spam.
Okay, but they, you know, they could spam mine. Just saying. I'm scrolling, all right.
How do you? You clearly don't have a favorite emote if you have to scroll through the emotes to find it.
Frank Z is pretty good.
It's Franker Z.
Frank Z. This music's good.
Yeah. Bumping. Shoutouts to Monster Cat. Can we get brain power playing? Oh, never mind. We're ready. Okay, so let's send it on over to the people on the couch. So, Ratchet & Clank New Game Plus. Up your arsenal, I think is what it is, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Send it over with the race.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Oh, hello there.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed Ratchet 2. We're going to show you Ratchet 3 now. It's quite shorter because it's NG Plus this time around instead of all platinum bolts, or all titanium bolts in this game. So before we begin the run, we're going to actually, so we don't have to do it in the middle of the run, we're going to talk about the movement tech in this game because it's really in-depth and the way it works, so you won't be in any confusion as to what we're doing, basically. You still might be, and if you are, that's fine. But we're going to try and clear some confusion at least, so it's going to take like about a minute, and then we're going to set up the race. So, essentially, how every single movement chain is like linked together is by something called a neutral. And in this game, you have the charge boots. You double tap R1, and you charge forward. As you can see, it stops eventually. You can keep chaining them like this. That's one of the fastest way of moving. But what we basically can do is we can cancel this charge at any time by using L1 and circle like this. And it gives us like a slide forward. It's called a neutral. Now, in this neutral state, you can do something called a neutral long jump. You can do something called a neutral lag jump. I'll show you those too. So this is a neutral lag jump. It's like this. You can chain them together like so. It looks really cool. You can do a neutral long jump. It looks like this. So all pretty cool movement tech like that. You can also do them all while falling.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it off. That's a side flip falling. We call them mega flips. And that is a long jump while falling.
Yep.
Notice how I hold this stick neutral while doing this.
Yeah. If we hold forward while we do these movements, the momentum completely gets eaten, so we have to hold the stick like not forward but in a neutral position. So that's why they're called neutral long jumps. There's a little bit more to it, but that's just like the gist of it, so that's all we're going to show you. We'll show off whip jumps in the run. We'll explain those when it is, most likely. So I'm going to make sure that my game is not lagging.
You can do some of that stuff without neutrals, but it's a lot harder, so you might as well just neutral, unless you can't in some situations.
Is green mine and red is his? Hopefully. Hopefully it's not reverse. Oh, so it starts for both? Okay. Yeah, give me a second. I just want to make sure. This file's fresh. Okay. All right, we good? Okay, sure.
Okay.
So it's only red to begin. Okay.
Three,
3, 2,
1,
1, go. Let's go.
Good luck, boys.